Joining us now is Sir James Gray Robinson, CEO of Awakening Mastery. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome,
hello, ladies.
James. So great to have you
So
here. And
great
look
to
at,
We're missing you here,
yeah, look at that outfit you got on today for us.
You're incredible. And I love that we are going to talk about near-death experiences. So can you share with us, you've had 5. Can you share with those what those experiences were like?
The first one was I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I stepped on one of those hose that have the pointed end to it, and the point went through my foot, and the handle pivoted up and hit me between the eyes, and I was out for quite a while. I had an out-of-body experience, but I still, I don't know whether I was dead or alive, but I was looking down, watching people trying to resuscitate me. They took me to the hospital, and I came back. And I had an experience at that time. The second time was I fell off a building when I was a college freshman. I was 18 years old, and, cheated death on that one because I landed on a brick wall and
Oh my gosh.
pretty much messed up my body. The third one was I was in a rugby accident, which another player and I were running towards the ball. I got there first, looked up, and the top of his head hit me right in the nose, shoved my septum back into my brain and crushed it. So I didn't have a nose for a while, but I watched them trying to resuscitate me and all of that. The EMTs were very good. Again, on all of these, I had out-of-body experiences. The fourth one involved a military base I got on and was basically beaten to death. And the fourth one was I got bucked off a horse. I was a cattle rancher for 20 years, and I trained the horses, and I got bucked off, landed on my head, and had an out-of-body experience.
James,
And then
James, you've had so many out-of-body experiences. What have you actually learned from all of these?
If we understood what powerful, eternal, amazingly gifted people that we are, then we wouldn't fear death. It's kind of like you take that out of your conscious mind, because most people who have not experienced it are deathly afraid of it, to make a pun. But we usually spend all of our life running away from death, and we forget to live. And so the message I bring to people is that it's much more important to live the fullest life you can possibly live, do stuff that reaffirms the fact you're alive. Things like wearing bright colors and doing outrageous things and exploring your boundaries and being as creative as you can possibly be. And don't worry about what anybody else thinks of you, because your life, and you need to infuse into it as much fun, as joy and excitement as you possibly can, because we can do anything. And the only thing that limits is our mind.
Yeah, absolutely, James. And you actually have a film that you're working on to help educate us more about this, and also have so many people on there that have had near-death experiences themselves. So can you share with us about this film?
Yes, it's called Beyond Physical Life, and it explores with people their near-death experience and how it changed their life. Because I know that when I had my experiences and I connected with what I call the divine, some people call it the soul, when you get your mind out of the way, you can experience life as it's really supposed to be. And these people have had extraordinary experiences. Some were hit by lightning. Some were drowned. Some had, they were horribly catastrophic injuries, but they all came back. And there's a similar theme through all of them, and that is that they were not, it wasn't their time, and that they needed to come back and start living their life as fully as they possibly can.
Living their
And
lives,
they,
and then they have a purpose, right? And a mission,
Yeah.
just like you, James.
And you don't have to have a near-death experience. You can learn and have the takeaways that these people
Exactly,
have
and that's
had.
what
Yeah.
you are
James,
teaching.
thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on Wake Up, James. We look forward to seeing you again.
well, thank you, ladies, and I really appreciate you letting us and others spread our messages and let people know that there is a lot more out there waiting for them.
100%.
Thanks, James.
Incredible.
Important messages.
Bye-bye, James.